That's what day it is.
From a soon-to-be jammed but already jubilant Shea Stadium in New York City, this is Jim Simpson with Bill O'Donnell, and welcome to the third game of the 1969 World Series. A series that's all even. Baltimore won the Saturday opener 4-1, and the New York Mets, the amazing Mets, took the 2-1 thriller on Sunday. Today's game is brought to you by Chrysler Corporation, engineering with care. Your host for today, your local Chrysler Plymouth dealer. The Heart.
Hello everybody, and welcome to Shea Stadium for this 1969 World Series Game 3. Unfortunately for the New York Mets, they are down 2-0 in this series, so they'll need to make some hay, and then they'll have to come back to Baltimore and try to win this series. In real life, the Mets won this series 4-1, but their luck has not been with them so far in the first 2 games. Pitching for the Baltimore Orioles, Jim Palmer, 16-4, 2.34 ERA. Pitching for the Mets, Gentry, 13-12, 3.43 ERA. The lineups you see in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen will give it to you. For the visiting Orioles, Don Buford in left, followed by Paul Blair, Frank Robinson in right, Boog Powell at first, Brooks Robinson at third, Elrod Hendricks behind the plate, Davey Johnson at second, Mark Belanger at short, and batting ninth is Jim Palmer. For the Mets, a little bit different of a lineup. Tommy Agee in center, Wayne Garrett at third, Cleon Jones in left, Art Shamsky in right, Ken Boswell at second, Ed Kranepool at first, Jerry Grody behind the plate, and Bud Harrelson at short. Batting ninth and pitching, Gary Gentry. The Mets have taken the field, and we're about ready to head for first pitch. To get a little analysis of this series, I'll tell you, Goliath is going to have to beat Davy today. They don't want to go down 3-0 to this team. This is an excellent Oriole team, and Davy's going to have to pull it out. He's going to hit that boulder today at some point and stun these Orioles and kind of get him back in this series after losing a heartbreaker in Game 2, as I believe it was Paul Blair hitting a second home run of the series, giving the Orioles the win in Game 2, and now they go to New York up 2-0 instead of being tied 1-1. As for the ballpark in Shea Stadium, home runs are 1-23, right-handers are 1-32, so in plays are 24-99 and 33-99. So here's Don Buford. He leads off. Buford gets his first rake here. Let's see if we can get this started. And something is fishy here at the ballpark. Okay, so let's see what we've done differently here. You know what? Let me see if I did something differently. You know what? I may have. No, the stats are right, I think. Yeah, they're up 2-0. So hang on, folks. So let me get a timeout here for a minute. I'll take a timeout. I'll be right back. So please stay tuned for more action, as we'll have a rain delay here at Shea. But we'll be right back and get this going. Alright, folks, we're back. Sorry about that. I had the wrong screen up. I was getting a little bit concerned and lost my stats, but I realized I thought I was correct, so I am. So Don Buford leads off. He's 2 for 8 in the series, a run scored, RBI. Led off Game 1 with the home run. Gary Gentry has a wheelhouse at 11, ballpark at 9. Again, we're reading the 2 blue dice first. That'll tell me what part of the batter's card you look on, and then we'll read black, then blue on the 2 10-sided. Payoff pitch by SidelineStrategy.com. First pitch, we go to the blue 10. It's going to be a 10. It's going to be in play. It's a 51 for Buford, and that's a ground ball to third. That's Garrett comes up and throws him out for the first out. So first big out here at Shea Stadium. Buford retired. Here's a possible MVP candidate, Paul Blair. 4 for 8, 4 runs scored, 3 RBIs, and 2 home runs. So Gentry looks in, gets a sign. Here's the pitch. It's a 9. It's in the ballpark right now. 32 versus a righty. Guess what? That is in the ballpark for Blair. He may have hit another one. It's right there on the cusp. 1-32. It's a 32. So it's a home run for Blair. 1-55. Does he hit another one? Reading black and blue. It's gone. Paul Blair hits his 3rd home run of the series, and the Orioles take a 1-0 lead. What a series for Paul Blair. So he homers as the first run of this game. What a series for the center fielder. Here is Frank Robinson. Frank Robinson on the series, 2 for 7, 2 RBIs on the series. So Gentry is giving up a bomb. So here it is. He gave up 24 of them during the season. It's going to be a 12 on Gentry. It's going to be a defensive check. So we're going to go ahead and go to our column here. It's going to be a error check on the second baseman. So that'll be Boswell. Boswell for the Mets. Boswell is a error rating, so he's a 1. Oh, it's an error, a 1-68. It's a 48, and Boswell cannot hold on to it. So that'll be an E4, and all of a sudden, the Orioles have a runner on in 1 in, and now they have a runner on first on the error. So again, he will not be stealing. Both these teams don't have a ton of speed to run with. So runner on first and 1 out. Here is Boog Powell. He's 2 for 9 in the series. Now the Mets can really use a double play and get out of this one right now. Runner on first and 1 out. Here's the pitch. That's a 10. That's in play. But an 87 on Boog will be a ground ball to second. Double play ball is a 7. Gentry's an 8. That's a 10. Oh my. So that will be that'll be 6-4, I believe. Let's look it up, make sure. 87 for Powell will be in the ground ball, so it'll be a fielder's choice. 4-6. So there's 2 outs. So good slide there. Good slide by Frank Robinson. Helped Boog Powell beat the return throw. And now here's Brooks Robinson. He's had a bit of a hot bat in the series. He's 2 for 7, runs scored. Again, 2 outs here in the first. Baltimore leads 1-0. Another home run by Blair. Here's the pitch on a 4. That's going to be patient on a 4. 59 for Robinson against a righty. Patient. Nope, just a little bit out of reach. Ground ball second. Boswell's got it. Throws him out and ends the inning. 1 run on, 1 hit, 1 error, 1 left. We played 1/2 inning of play. Baltimore 1 and New York 0. So now the Mets start off. It'll be Tommy Agee, who in this game in real life made 2 of the greatest World Series catches you'll ever see and hit a home run. This is the Tommy Agee game. Agee in the series, 5 for 9, 3 runs scored, and has a double. Palmer on the mound. Palmer readies, and that is going to be a 6. That's going to be tough. 40 tough is going to be a strikeout for Agee. So Palmer gets the first strikeout. So 6 on Palmer. So here is Wayne Garrett, first at bat of the series. Wayne Garrett gets the start at third today. He's a left-handed batter against Palmer. That's a 5. That's patient. Patient on an 0-3 is a walk. So a walk for Garrett. So he'll take first. We'll take a look at some numbers for Wayne Garrett. He is a 3. That's a 5. Cannot get the good lead. So now here is center fielder Cleon Jones. Left fielder Jones is 4 for 8 in the series. Run scored and an RBI. Has a home run. Palmer from the stretch. It's a 6. It's going to be tough. Tough on a 19. Struck him out. 2 away. So Palmer gets his second strikeout. Palmer, that big leg kick, has a lot of power in that fastball. Here's Art Shamsky, 0 for 2 in the series, gets his first start. So Palmer looks in, gets the sign and the pitch. It's a 7's in play, 31 in play, just misses. Popped up behind the plate. That's Hendricks, comes over, makes the catch, and will end the inning. But the Mets, no runs, no hits, a walk. One man left. We played 1-0 Baltimore. So for the Orioles, it'll be Hendricks, Johnson, and Belanger with Palmer in the fourth hole, waiting his turn. Let's go ahead and just make sure everything is looking good. I think we're rolling in the right area there. That's good. So now here's Elrod Hendricks, 1 for 4 in the series, splitting time, catching the series. Here we go. And it's going to be a 5 to Gentry. That is tough. 32 for Hendricks is just out of reach. That's a pop to third. Garrett gets in there, makes the play, and there's one away. Here's second baseman Davey Johnson. 3 for 7 in the series, runs scored, 2 RBIs, including a home run. Gentry at the windup and pitch. That's a 7. 7's going to be tough. Tough on a 47 is going to be a pop to short. That should be an easy play. That will be Harrelson, makes the easy catch, and there is 2 outs. And now here is the shortstop, Mark Belanger. He's 2 for 7 in the series with a run scored. 2 outs here in the second. Baltimore leads 1-0. Another home run by Paul Blair in the first inning. It's going to be a 5. A 5 on Gentry is going to be tough. An 80 for Belanger. It's going to be a fly to center, not deep enough. AG's there, makes the catch, and the Orioles go 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the second inning, 1-0 Orioles. So now here is Ken Boswell. He'll come up, followed by Kranepool and Grody. Boswell in the series, making his first appearance at bat. He's a left-handed hitter. Palmer with the pitch. That's a 5. That's going to be Patient. 43. Patient is going to be a triple for Kenny Boswell. He had 7 of them, 6 of them versus righties. 43 versus a righty is a triple on the Patient. So a leadoff triple for Kenny Boswell. So the Mets have the time runner at third base. They'll play the infield back. Here's the first baseman, easy, Ed Kranepool. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the series. He's a young first baseman on the Mets. Here's the swing against Palmer. It's in play, 7. 31's just out of reach. 31 is going to be a ground ball to first. How about that? Good play. Good bit of hitting by Kranepool. Picked up by Powell. Takes it to the bag. Gets him. And Boswell will score. The Mets tied it at 1-1. So an RBI, Ed Kranepool. And the Mets tie it with 1 out here in the second. So here's Jerry Grody. Grody in the series 0 for 7. That's a 6. That's going to be a tough. An 83 is a ground ball to short. Belanger there makes the play, and there is 2 outs. So now here is Bud Harrelson. Harrelson in the series 1 for 7, an RBI including a double. Palmer with the pitch. That's a 4. That's a tough. And a 69 will be a fly ball to center. That's Blair. One of the best center fielders in baseball, makes the catch and ends the inning. 1 run on 1 hit, a leadoff triple, and RBI grounder. At the end of 2, we're tied at 1. So for the Orioles, Jim Palmer will lead off. He's a 9 hitting pitcher card. Still doesn't have any power, but he gets hits 25% of the time. So here we go. Gentry in the pitch. That's an 11. Oh, wheelhouse. How about that? 24, and that's a single for Palmer. So Palmer gets the single, and he's on at first. Now here is Don Buford. So how about that for Jimbo? Gets a big base hit. So now Buford comes up with 1 on. Buford ground the thirds first time up. Hard double play, Kenny. He's got speed. 5 on the double play ground ball. It's going to be a 5 on Palmer. It's going to be Patient. Patient on a 57's a fly ball to left. Cleon Jones is there, comes in and makes the catch. So Buford retired. Here is, no doubt, the hottest hitter in baseball, Paul Blair. 26 home runs in 1969. Already has 3 in this series. So Blair comes up, homered in the first. Gentry for the stretch. Here's the pitch. That's a 10. That's in play again. But an in play on a 50 is a ground ball to third. Maybe a little turn 2. Double play 6. Not going to get it. Double play on an 8, but gets the 10. So 6-4 on a fielder's choice. And Paul Blair is on at first. So a 10 is not high enough for Blair to steal. So now here is Frank Robinson. So Robinson, the batter. So 2 outs, runner on first. Robinson got out on the error by Boswell's first time up. Here's the swing. A 9 is in the ballpark. That could be deep doo-doo. An 11 on Robinson. That is a wheelhouse roll. Frank Robinson against a righty. 59% a home run. 71% chance it's a hit. Can Robinson avoid a high number? No, he does not. 71. He just gets the base hit. So there is 2 outs. Runner will automatically go to third. Thanks for Richard who helped me with that question when it came up. So it's first and third Orioles. So Frank Robinson. So first and third. Blair is a running 8. So yes, he definitely will go to third. So here is Boog Powell for first and third. 2 outs. Robinson on base. Powell reached on a fielder's choice his first time up. Gentry from the stretch. Orioles with 3 hits in the ball game. It's a 3. It's a tough. Did he get the job done? Tough on a 40. A single for Boog Powell. How about that? Scoring is Palmer. Let's see what the running rating on Frank Robinson is. He's a 7. He'll go to third also. Orioles keep moving past the baton. Everyone moves up. And the Orioles retake the 2-1 lead. That's the difference with these Orioles and any other team I played with. The Orioles get a lot of hits on the tough columns. So if you make still a good pitch, they're able to fight it off and get the big hit. Now here is Brooks Robinson. He grounded second his first time up. 2-1 Baltimore. First and third, 2 outs. Big opportunity for Gentry now. Needs to make the big pitch. It's a tough, and it's a 14. That is a strikeout. Only 21% of the time, so he got lucky there, getting Brooks Robinson to strike out. Orioles get 1 run on 3 hits. They strand a couple. Going to the bottom of the third, Orioles say, hey, we just got another one back. It's 2-1. So this Davy versus Goliath series, it's Goliath again, up 2-0, up 2-1 in this game. And now Davy will take the slingshot, see if they can get back in this game. It will be Gentry followed by AG and Garrett against Jim Palmer. Palmer against AG. On a 4. It is going to be a tough, and that's a strikeout. Oh, my. So Gentry definitely strikes out on that one away. Here is Tommy A.G. Struck out his first time up. So far, Palmer has struck out 3 and 2 at plus innings. Here is Palmer again on a 9. That's patient, though. 73 patient is out of play. That's a ground ball to second. Johnson's got it. Runs him out, and there's 2 outs. Wayne Garrett with 2 outs. So Garrett comes up with 2 outs. Pitch from Palmer, and that's going to be a 7. That's in play, but it's a little bit off. 49. Ground ball to third, picked up by Brooks. The human vacuum picks it up and throws him out and ends the inning. So solid game for Palmer this inning. Nothing across. We go to the 4th. Orioles still lead by a run. So now here is L. Rod Hendricks. Ellie, for sure, popped the 3rd first time up. Gentry in his 4th inning of work. Gentry can work in the 8th inning if need be. It's a 9 on Gentry. That's in the ballpark, too. Oh, my. That is going to be L. Rod Hendricks. 20 is in the wheelhouse zone. Against a righty, 54% could be gone for Hendricks. He hit 12 during the season. Is it gone? It is gone. L. Rod Hendricks, 12 home runs during the season. And he hits one here in game number 3 of the World Series in the 4th inning. Orioles take a 3-1 lead. So Rod Hendricks, that ballpark being at 9 and getting those small rolls has benefited the Orioles. So here is Davey Johnson. Another big blow for Goliath here in the 4th. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a 7. That's going to be tough. 99. The fly ball to left field. Jones back. Makes the catch. And there's one away. Here is, and the Orioles win this. They'll take a suffocating 3-0 lead. Mets have to try to come back and chip away. Here is Belanger. Belanger on a 7. 7's is gonna be tough. Ooh, tough on 06 for Belanger is a strikeout. So Belanger doesn't strike out much. That's the second out of the inning. And here is Jim Palmer. Palmer singled his first time up. So he singled in the first. Again, that was the inning where they scored the 1 run on 2 hits. Here it is. That's going to be 1 run on 3 hits, I should say. On a 6 on Gentry's in play. That's going to be a 70. That's going to be a 72. 72 is going to be a fly ball to center. Good catch is made by A.G. makes the catch. 1 run, 1 hit. Long home run, Rod Hendricks. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's Baltimore 3 and the Mets 1. So far the Orioles 3 runs on 5 hits, while the Mets 1 run, 1 hit, and 1 error. Here's Cleon Jones followed by Art Shamsky. He'll be followed by Ken Boswell. Cleon Jones struck out first time up. Palmer looks in, gets the sign, throws the 9. That's a patient. Patient on a 49 is going to be a single for Cleon Jones. So Cleon Jones is on with a base hit. Jones is a 4, does not get the lead, so he'll stay put. So now here's Art Shamsky. So Shamsky, the batter, popped to the catcher his first time up. He's 0 for 3 in the series, left-handed bat. Palmer from the stretch, that's an 8. That's a tough on a 56, a fly ball left field. Buford's there, comes over and makes the catch for out number 1. Here now is Kenny Boswell. Boswell popped behind the plate first time up. Palmer from the stretch, that's a 10. That's in the ballpark, but it's going to be in play. 63 versus lefties in play for Boswell. So he can get a base hit up to 32%. Let's see if the Mets can get in this game. No, 77, the fly ball center. Blair is there, comes in and makes the catch, and that's been the difference. Mets not getting the in-play results. So with 2 outs here in the 4th, here is Eddie Kranepool. So Boswell had tripled in the 2nd inning. Here's Kranepool, RBI grounders first time up. Here's the swing, 11 defense. So let's do a defensive check here. Roll the defense check. It's a range for Belanger. It should be pretty easy for Mark. Let's see what the range is for Mark. Range is a C in SHEA Stadium. 1 to 42 is a hit. It's a 31. It's a base hit. Belanger cannot get to it. So a base hit, let's see, with 2 outs. If Cleon Jones is at least a 7, he will go first to 3rd. Cleon Jones' running rating is a 7. He'll go to 3rd with 2 outs. Off with the pitch he did, and he'll go to 3rd. So the Mets still have something going. 1st and 3rd, 2 outs. And now for the Mets, it'll be Jerry Grody. 2 on, 2 outs. Grody, the hitter. Grody against Palmer. Palmer from the stretch. 2 on, 2 outs. And the deals, it's a 10 ballpark. But it's going to be a little bit high, 93. That is going to be an in-play result. He gets a base hit 29% of the time. It will result in a run if he finds it. 29% against a righty is a base hit. 13's a base hit for Grody. Let's see if it gets Kranepool the 3rd or not. Cranepool's running rating is a 6, so he will have a chance if he wants to on a choice. So first and second, it's a righty, so it'll probably be probably to left field. Buford's arm is a 5, so it'll be a 5 or less. He will hold them at second, so just gets through. Scores Cleon Jones, and the Mets are within a run, 3-2. So now here is Bud Harrelson, first and second, 2 outs. A chance for the Mets here to get back in this now. The Mets, 2 runs on 4 hits. The Orioles, 3 runs on 5 hits. Harrelson looking in. Pitch from Palmer. It's in the wheelhouse, but it's a 77. That is a deep fly to center. Blair at the warning track steps up and makes the catch. Oh, Harrelson actually hit a ride. No home runs in that season, but he took Blair to the track. Mets get a run on 3 hits. They strand 2. We played 4. 3-2 Baltimore. So far the Orioles 3 runs on 5 hits. The Mets 2 runs on 4 hits and an error. 1969 World Series replay, game number 3 from SHEA Stadium in Flushing. Don Buford, the batter against Gentry. Here's the pitch on a 5. It's going to be tough. Tough on a 33 is a single for Buford. So Buford gets a single, his first hit. He is a running 4. That's a 5. Buford almost had a lead. So now here is Paul Blair. Blair has homered and hit into a fielder's choice. He scored both runs. He is now 5 for 10 this series. 6 runs scored and 3 bombs. Gentry's pitch. It's a 5. It's tough. Tough on a 50. Just misses it. Holy cow. Ground ball to third. Let's see if they can turn 2. Blair is a double play 6. Gentry's an 8. That's a 5. Double play. 5-4-3. So 50 on Blair is a ground ball to third. Turn to double play, and it's 5-4-3 goes around the horn. So 2 quick outs in the 5th. Paul Blair is human, and here is Frank Robinson. Reached on an error and singled. 1 for 2. Robinson 3 for 9 in the series. Gentry the windup and pitch. That is going to be an 8. That's going to be a patient. That is a 61 patient, and that's a single for Frank Robinson. So Frank Robinson singles again. He's 2 for 3. Robinson again is a running 4. Again, won't go anywhere. We're on first and 2 outs, and here's Boog Powell, 1 for 2 with an RBI single. So the Orioles now with 7 hits. Gentry from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a 5. That's going to be tough. Tough on a 70 is going to be out of play. Ground ball to short. Harrelson's got it. Throws across the diamond. Makes the play. And ends the inning. But they strand 2. They strand 1 at the end of 4.5. It is 3-2 Baltimore. So Gentry works 5. Struggling a bit. And now here is Gentry. Well, do they bat Gentry here? They probably will. It's only the 5th inning. It is a game they have to win, but the Mets aren't going to have to go to their bullpen yet. 6 is a tough strikeout. So Palmer strikes out Gentry for the first out. So first out in the 5th inning. Here's Tommy Agee. Agee so far in the game has struck out and ground the second. He's 0 for 2. Here's a swing. That is going to be a 10. It's a 10 on Palmer. It's in the ballpark. 32 versus a righty. Bang! And Agee hits a long drive. Let's see. 1 to 50's gone. 67% a hit. It's gone. 26. And Agee gets his home run just like he did in real life in Game 3. And now the Mets tied at 3. So AG on Palmer. Palmer gave 11 of them in 69 season, and here's Wayne Garrett. So 3-3 tie as Davy hits the slingshot on Goliath here in the fifth. 3-3 score, 1 out, and here is Garrett. Garrett the batter, 0 for 1 with a walk. It's a 9, it's a patient. 73 is not in play. That is going to be a fly ball to center. Blair is there, makes the catch, and there's 2 out. This crowd is going crazy here at SHEA. Here's Cleon Jones, 1 for 2 with a run scored. Here's Palmer in the pitch. It's a 9. It's patient. 22 with a walk. So Cleon Jones works a 2-out walk. Now Cleon Jones is a 4. That's a 9 again. Does not run with 2 outs. Good speed though. So now here is Art Shamsky. So Shamsky the batter, 0 for 2 in the ball game. Left-handed hitter against Palmer. Here we go. That's a 10. That's in the ballpark again. 11 for Shamsky versus a righty. He hit 13 home runs versus a righty. Shamsky may have hit one. 1/58's a home run for Shamsky. Does he hit another one here? Give the Mets the lead. You'll hear the crowd roar if he does. No, it's a 60. Just misses it, but it is a 2-bagger. And it's 2 bases at least. So Cleon Jones, running ratings a 7. Let's see if he scores. We'll use the auto FAC reader for this one. Runner on second. Runner on first on a double. Does he score? Ow! 2+ choice. So let's see what happens here. So 2+ choice. So now the question is going to be, so Cleon Jones, running rating is a 7. And where did it go? 1, 2 left field, 3, 4 center, 5, 6 right. It's in the center field, so Paul Blair will come up with it. It's going to be a center field, or does Choice get read differently? So let's see. Hang on. Let's look up the actual Choice chart. It's going to take me a moment to find it. Oh boy, what a time to be looking for a chart here. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Give me a second. That will take a station identification timeout. Cat Coach's Choice is right here. So let's see. So roll D6. Compare the total to the lead runner and fielder's arm. Totals equal or less than the batter is safe. So equal or less. The total is greater than both. If the total is greater than both, the runner is out and runs advance 1 base. So let's see, on a roll 00, no. All right, so let's see who will get to play. We rolled it. It was going to be a center fielder, Blair, on it. So let's see what Blair's arm is. So Blair's arm is a 6. So it is going to be a 7 and a 6. So pro the lead runner's run 7, fielder is a 6. If the total is equal or less, and runner is safe, so it's less. So it's almost a 50%. And they're going to try to score them 6 or less. Here we go. Throw to the plate. It is a 6. He gets in there. It is equal or less. The runner is safe. So a big time RBI double for Shamsky. So Shamsky doubles home a run, scores Cleon Jones, and the Mets lead 4-3. So Shamsky with a big double. And now here is Kenny Boswell. And the Met crowd going crazy here at Flushing. Mets trying to get back in this one. Runner on second, 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Palmer. It's an 8. It's tough. Tough on an 0-4. Got him on strikes. And Palmer comes off the mound, but he gives up 2 runs on 2 hits, a walk. 2-run score. We played 5, Mets 4, and Orioles 3. So now let's see what the Mets do with the lead here in the 6th. It'll be Robinson, Hendricks, Johnson. Now you start looking at pinch hitters going forward in this one. So Robinson, the batter, followed by Hendricks and Johnson. It'll be right, left, right against Gentry working into the 6th inning. Palmer can go full distance if he was not getting hit here. He's already given up 4 earned runs. Here's Brooks Robinson. It's an 8. It's a patient, but impatient 85 for Brooks. Is a ground ball to short. Harrelson's got it. Throws across the diamond. Out number 1. So Brooks retires. Elrod Hendricks homered in the 4th. They give that Oriole lead more room. Gave him a 3-1 lead at the point. But the Mets have scored 3 unanswered. Here's a swing on Gentry. It's an 11 wheelhouse again. 57 versus a righty. Just misses it. Single for Hendricks. Wow. Home run 1-54, and he would have tied this. That was a hard drive. Hendricks thought he was gone. It's off the top of the wall, and he has a long single. So Hendricks is 2 for 3. Definitely doesn't have any speed. And now here's Davey Johnson, who's 0 for 2. Palmer's turned the lineup, starting to come around. Belanger on deck with 1 out. Here's the pitch to Davey Johnson. It's a 6. It's in play. It's a 30. It's a 39. Is out of play. 39 is a ground ball back to. It's back to Gentry. Double play 8. Double play 7. It's a 6. It's a 1-6-3 double play. Double play Gentry. To the shortstop, Harrelson took Cranepool. 1-6-3. No runs, 1 hit. Bottom of the 6th coming up. 4-3 Mets. So now the Mets come up. Cranepool, Grody, and Harrelson now. And now the Met pitcher has to come up. And now does that mean they go down their bullpen and see if they can try to save this? Cranepool 1 for 2. Single back in the 3rd. Palmer in his last inning of work. His spot in the lineup will come up. Weaver could double switch him out of here. It's a 3 on a looks to be a 95. It is for Cranepool. Fly ball right field. Catch is made by Robinson for out number 1. So now here is Jerry Grody, 1 for 2 the ball game. So Grody 1 for 2 RBI single back in the 4th. Palmer waits and deals an 8. It's tough. Tough on an 82. Ground ball to short. Good play there by Belanger. Throws him out, and there is 2 outs. So Bud Harrelson, if he doesn't get on, it gives possibly Gentry another inning to work. So 2 outs here in the 6th. Harrelson 0 for 2. Palmer with the pitch. It's an 11. It's defensive check. Let's look at our defensive check here. Defensive check means there'll be an error on Davey Johnson. It's a 98. He is an error rating 2. And error rating 2 is 1-58 error. It's a 98. It's a 4-3 play. So Davey Johnson comes up with a nice play and ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, go to the Orioles. It is 4-3 Mets. Top of the 7th. So now it'll be Belanger, Palmer, spot in the order, and Buford. Gentry's in the 7th here. Probably could be his last inning of work. Belanger the batter. 3 is going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Let's see. 65 for Belanger on tough. Nope, doesn't get it in the area. Fly to right field. Shapsky there makes the catch, and there's 1 away. So 1 big out there, and that they will call back Gentleman Jim Palmer. 1 out in the 7th. So Palmer goes 6 innings. Right-hander on the mound. Probably we'll see maybe who batted in the ball game. Dave May. Let's see what his numbers look like. They definitely don't have a strong bench. So Dave May will come and swing. So batting for the Orioles for Jim Palmer, Dave May. So Dave May will come in. He will bat as a pinch hitter, left-handed hitter. 1 out here against Gentry. Gentry winds and delivers. That's an 8. He gets a patient. 64. Patient just misses a patient. Wow, 64. Ground ball to short. That is Harrelson. Gets it and throws it out for out number 2. So May retired 2 away. And now it's back to the top of the lineup. And it's Don Buford, who's 1 for 3. Had a single back in the 5th inning. Let's take a look at things. Make sure we're still looking strong here. 2 outs in the 7th. 4-3 Mets on our scoreboard. 2 outs. So let's go back here and see what that will do. Buford against Gentry. Gentry looks it on the pitch. It's a 7. It's tough. It's a tough. Ooh, it's a tough. It's a tough on a 28. Struck him out. Up to 28's a strikeout. So Buford swung. And the umpire, yes, said he pulled the trigger. So Buford strikes out. Let's get up and stretch. It's time to stretch. 4-3 Mets. So 4-3 Mets. We play the 8th. So let's make the change now for the Orioles. They're probably going to need to bring somebody in who can. So he'll pitch to Gentry, A.G. Garrett. And let's probably go with Dick Hall, I think. I don't know if he's been in this game or not. We'll see here. So new opposing pitcher for Baltimore. And it will be Dick Hall. So he'll come in, he'll bat 9th. And he's now the new pitcher. So let's look and see what has happened here. Dick Hall's been in 1 inning, gave up 1 hit. And he's actually got the save in phase 4. So the Orioles are going to one of their high-end relievers early in this game. So now it's going to be up to Garrett. It's going to be up to Gary Gentry. 0 for 2 in the game, but I think they will probably pull him back. So the Mets will pull him back. Right-handed pitcher on the mound. Again, the Mets not known to have many good pinch hitters. Ron Swoboda will come in. So Ronnie Swoboda will come in and bat for the Metropolitans here against for Gentry here in the 7th. So both pitchers have gone their distances. So now a Swoboda pinch hitting. He'll come in and bat against Dick Hall. So Swoboda comes in, and here we go. The Mets 4 runs on 6 hits and an error. The Orioles 3 runs on 8 hits. Swoboda on 11's defense, a check already. Wow, another defensive check. Let's roll the card. It's going to be a defense second baseman 25. So an error check on going to be Davey Johnson. He is an error check for 1 to 34. It's an error. It's a 25, and Davey Johnson commits the E4. So an E4 for Davey Johnson. So that's a big error in the ball game. Both teams have committed a snafu early. So now the runner on first and nobody out here is A.G. A.G. in the ball game, 1 for 3, including a home run back in the 5th inning. So A.G. the batter against Hall. Hall looking in from the right-hand side, can use a double play here. Here's the pitch. It's a 5. That's tough. 20. It's going to be a strikeout for A.G. So 1 away, and Dick Hall gets a big strikeout. So here is Wayne Garrett. Garrett in the ball game, 0 for 2. He walked back in the 1st inning. Hall from the stretch and the pitch. It's an 8. That's in play. 97 to 5 ball right field. Brooks Robinson there. Comes under it, makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. Here's Cleon Jones. So Jones the batter with 2 outs. He looks to see if he can swing away for the Mets. So far, Jones is 1 for 2. 2 runs scored. So So Jones a 3. That's in the ballpark. Let's see. That's a 16 righty. And Cleon Jones can swing against the wheelhouse. It is a 1-17 chance against a righty. It is gone. He will get a base hit on 49% of the time. Let's see. It's a 43. Base hit Cleon Jones. So let's see what that will do. Swoboda was on board on the error. Running reading is a 7, goes to third. So first and third Mets now with 2 outs. Swoboda heads there, and here come the Mets. So now with 2 outs, it brings up Art Shamsky. Lefty on lefty. Ooh. What do you do there? Shamsky, 22 at-bats, hit .409 versus lefty, minimal usage. But do the Orioles find a lefty here in the 7th inning? And while I think they may have to, they may go to a one-pitcher lefty and Marcelino Lopez. So Marcelino Lopez, at least we think he might be a one-pitch pitcher. So Marcelino Lopez will come in. So new pitcher for the Orioles, Marcelino Lopez. They need to get the out right now. This is his first appearance of the series. He was 27 games, 4 starts. He had pitched game in 69 innings. Pitch gave up 65 hits. First and third, 2 outs. Shamsky will go against a lefty, or will they pull the trigger and maybe give Clendenin a back? And Clendenin played the outfield. He played left field. He's a C3, so basically about even. So that means they can probably move maybe Cleon Jones to right field as he want to. 3-7. He is exact same thing. He'll come in. So Art Shamsky will get pulled, and Gil Hodges is going to go with the lefty killer, Don Clendenin. So Don Clendenin comes in, a lefty-righty matchup. So Shamsky 1 for 3 at RBI double, but they go with their percentages, and they're going to go a pinch hitter here, and the pinch hitter is Don Clendenin. So Clendenin will swing here. First and third, 2 outs. He hits extremely well versus lefties. Lopez here on the mound. A 10. Ballpark at Tampa. It's a 74. It's in play. 74 against the lefties in play 38% of the time. It gives the Mets a run if he finds it. 37. The base hit just past the left fielder. So Cleon Jones running all the way. He's a running 7. Will go to third. Mets lead 5-3. Big base hit for Don Clendenin. So Clendenin with a base hit. And that's a big hit for him. Scoring is Swoboda. Jones all the way to third. Mets lead 5-3. So now here is Kenny Boswell, left-handed hitter. First and third, 2 outs. And here we go, left on left. It's a 9. It's patient on a 12. It draws the walk. How about that? So the bases are now loaded for the Mets. A patient 12 is a walk. So now it's up to Eddie Cranepool, the batter. Again, not much hitting against lefties. Clendenin, if they have another hitter, could go to first and kind of change things up here. So who can the Mets bring in? Then again, they need a first baseman. Is it error 1? No, you don't want to be in error 1, so you don't make that move. Let's see who is on the World Series roster. So let's see. They will still back Cranepool here. So they've reused a bunch of pinch hitters so far. So lefty on lefty. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Here is the pitch. It's a 9. It's a patient. Patient versus a 14. It's a walk, and Cranepool gets himself the bases loaded walk. And the Mets lead at 6-3. Holy cow. He gets on base. Creed pulls on, and Earl Weaver cannot be liking what he's seeing. Here's Jerry Grody, the Mets with a 2-run seventh here. It is now 6-3. Here's Grody now. It's a 4. That's patient. But in 87, it's a ground ball to short. Belanger's got it. Comes home on a fielder's choice. And it'll be 6-2 just so no one scores. But the Mets score 2 in the 7th. We played 7 at 6-3. Mets trying to make this series 2-1. So now a new pitcher as the Mets did bat. The Mets did bat for him. Let's see, make sure we do get the pop here. If I'm right, we will. And we will get a new pitcher. So we'll be Blair, Robinson, Powell, right, left. And the Mets are going to go to a young kid. Number 30 in your program, Mr. Nolan Ryan. So Nolan Ryan comes in wearing, or was he 22 years old? That's interesting. So let's see, we'll bring Nolan in. Again, you got to worry about Nolan Ryan's control. He kind of has some issues in controlling it. Again, he'll bat ninth. I don't know if he'll get a chance to bat or not. With McGraw in the bullpen for the Mets, he'll get loose and probably work the ninth. So Ryan will try to get the Mets there. Blair so far is 1 for 3 of the home run. So Blair against Ryan. Blair's 5 for 11, 6 runs scored, 3 homers, and 4 RBIs. Ryan's worked 1/3 inning, gave up 1 hit so far in the World Series. So here we go. Pitch to Blair. It's a 7. It's a tough on him. 4 struck him out. 1 away. Hard fastball. Nolan Ryan. 1 away. So big strikeout there. And now here's Frank Robinson. 2 for 3 in the ball game. Here's a guy you probably can't get a fastball by. It's a great matchup. Ryan looks in, gets the sign and the pitch. It's a 7. It's a tough. He's about to find out. It is. Nope, doesn't get it past him. Ground ball to third. Garrett's got it over to first, and there's 2 outs. So, yeah, we need to make some changes for the New York Mets. So, New York Mets will need some defensive changes. Let's make sure we do that here. We'll go change defense. So we made some moves. So let's see what the Mets did first of all. I kind of made a couple moves there. So still defense is Cranepool, Boswell, Harrelson stayed in, Garrett stayed in, Grody stayed in. This is where the outfield got kind of tricky. So in left field will be Don Clendenin, and then in right field will be Cleon Jones. So we'll go ahead and make that change part of the defensive scheme for the Mets. And now we go with 2 outs here in the 8th inning. Boog Powell, the monster left-handed hitter. 1 for 3 RBI already. Ryan looks in. He has a 3-run lead. May challenge him. 9, it's patient. Patient, 18's a walk. So Powell works the walk. Orioles don't want to get a big score here and then have a 1-run chance in the 9th. Here's Brooks Robinson. He's 0 for 3 in the ballgame with a strikeout. Ryan working from the stretch. Gets the sign. And it's going to be a 9. That's going to be another patient. But this time he swings a bad pitch at it. 95. Sky to left field. Clendenin's there. Comes in. Makes the catch. And ends the 8th inning. So Nolan Ryan gets the job done. No runs, no hits, a walk, 1 man left. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It is 8. It is 6-3 Mets. So now it will be Harrelson, probably a pinch hitter for Nolan Ryan, and Tommy Agee. As Tug McGraw, the closer for the Mets, is up in the bullpen. So Harrelson will bat against Marcelino Lopez, 0 for 3 in the ballgame. 6-3 New York. It's a 6. It's a tough on a 90. Tough on a 91. It's a fly ball right field. Frank Robinson's there, makes the catch, and there's 1 away. And that'll do it. So that'll do it for Nolan Ryan. So it gives the Mets 1 good quality inning. So now let's see what they'll do. So they'll probably pinch hit against a lefty. Who do you bat against a lefty when they don't have? Let's see. We'll go with Rod Gaspar. So Rod Gaspar will be the pinch hitter. 1 out in the bottom of the 8th here. So pinch hitter Gaspar. McGraw is getting ready. So Gaspar, the pinch hitter. Gaspar on the 69 season, 76 at bats, hit .263. Here's the swing. It's a 10. Ballpark. 09 versus a lefty is in the wheelhouse. Gaspar can get a base hit up to 38, including a home run for a pinch hit through 1 to 15. Does he find it? 43. Just misses it. And that's a pop to short. Harrelson's there, waits for it to come down, and makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. So now with 2 outs, here is Tommy Agee. Agee is 1 for 4, including a solo home run in the 5th. He struck out twice. Righty versus a lefty. Lopez winds up and deals. It's an 8. It's a tough on an 18. There's a strikeout, and Agee strikes out for the 3rd time. Mets go 3 up, 3 down. Head to the 9th. You gotta believe as Tug McGraw will come out and pitch for the New York Mets. So Tug McGraw will be the new pitcher. McGraw on the season. If we can find him, I don't think I imagined it. Let's see here. Kuzman, no, I don't think I did. Kutz. There's Tug. Tug on the season, 42 games, 4 starts, 1 complete game, 12 saves, 89 hits in 100 innings, 9-3, 2.24 ERA. The left-hander, Tug McGraw. So McGraw will come in, and will go ahead and make the change here. New opposing pitcher for the Mets, and the Tugster comes in. Rest in peace, Tug. And now we know the 9th inning. He'll stay in there and bat there. And there we go. So it'll be a lefty, which means you'll probably see Andy Etchebarren bat for the Orioles here, even though Ron Hendricks has had a pretty good game for them so far. Hendricks is 2 for 3, but he outright does not hit at all. He goes on vacation mode against lefties. So we'll see what lefty they have who can maybe swing away. 135. Ooh, they could go with Redmond. They're down 3, but they'll go to Etchebarren so they don't have to make a move in case they do score. So Etchebarren will come in. So new batter for the Baltimore Orioles, backup catcher Andy Etchebarren. So Etchebarren comes in. He played in Game 2 of the series. He was 1 for 2 with a walk and strikeout. So here we go. Left-hander McGraw against a right-handed hitter Etchebarren, and the pitch. It's an 8. It's going to be a patient 69 is out of reach. That's a ground ball to second. Boswell's got it. Goes to first. And there is 1 away. Mets are 2 outs away to get a game back in the series. So now here is Davey Johnson. Johnson 0 for 3, hit into a double play back in the 6th inning. Righty on lefty. The Tug looks in. Patient on a 38 is going to be a walk. Ooh, a walk on McGraw on a 38. Patient, and Davy will take first base. Got to worry about that 3-run lead. Don't want to put men on. So now here's Belanger. And now the Orioles again have to consider that. Belanger 0 for 3, 2 for 10 in the series. A batter possibly could be Redmond, but he is on deck. And he'll swing for Lopez most likely. So who can swing a bat for these Orioles? It's a left-hander on the mound. 49 at-bats. So let's see. Let's look at some statistics in this series. Did he play or not? Name is Kurt Moton. So let's look for Kurt and see if he pitched, pinch hit, So Dalrymple hit, Salmon hit. So I don't like Dalrymple's really chances, to be honest. I don't think. Now, if I have or not, I should always have everyone here. Let's see if I can find Dalrymple's card here. There's Phoebus, Dalrymple against a lefty, hit 143. No, don't really like my options there. So let's see. So let's do a series summary and see if I get Kurt Moton can bat for the Birds. So let's give me 1 second here. We're going to take a look. Take this quick time out. Kurt Moton, is he eligible or not? Let's see. Moton is on the roster. He had one at bat in the 69 series. So there you go, and he'll get it right now. Doesn't mean we're holding him to one at bat, but boy, can he not have a bigger one right now. So Moton, an extra outfielder, will bat for Belanger, which means probably, I think that means Chico Salmon will probably come and play shortstop for the Birds. Let's make sure he can play short. He does. He plays all the positions. So if the Orioles extend it, expect Chico Salmon to come in and play shortstop. But until then, Kurt Moton, he is a right-handed hitter, will get a shot for the Orioles here. So Moton comes in, and he'll swing away with one out here in the ninth. So Moton readies. Righty on lefty. McGraw from the stretch. That's a 5. That's a tough on an 18. Struck him out when the 20 was a strikeout. So 2 outs, and Merv Retman will be the last opportunist here for the big bad Goliath here. So it will be Merv Retman. So Retman comes in, limited number at bats, but he gets the job done against lefties normally. So he'll bat for Marcelino Lopez. So here comes Retman. He comes in and will swing away. 0 for 1 in the series. He has 1 home run against lefties during the season. McGraw from the stretch. Here's the pitch. It's a 9. It's a tough. 47 tough versus a lefty is going to be a single for Merv Retman. So let's see what that does. Davey Johnson's at first. Davey Johnson. Let's see, where is Johnson? Johnson walk, running rating 6. Okay, so first and second. So we'll, you know what? It's 2 outs and it's 2 outs in the ninth. Again, I'll use the cards and see here. Runner on first, 1 base. So he only goes 1 base. There are going to be Oriole fans out there says with 2 outs, payoff pitch, they go 2 bases. Well, you know what? It's the 9th inning, and he's a running rating 6. So we'll roll the fast action deck, which under a 7. So it's first and second, 2 outs. Orioles now send the tying runner up, and it will be Don Buford, and he has had a good series. He's 3 for 12 on deck, and the Mets do not want the on-deck hitter up next, and that is Paul Blair. So first and second, 2 outs. Buford against McGraw. McGraw trying to get the job done. It's an 11 defensive check. Oh, what an opportunity for that to happen. We'll roll this one. On the roll will be an error check on the first baseman. Oh, an error check on the Met third baseman. Is that? Nope, it's going to be Cranepool. Cranepool's error check is a 3. It's going to be an error 1 to 44. It's a 38. It's off Cranepool. And that will extend the inning. And the Orioles now done what they want. They put up the hottest hitter in the World Series with a chance to win it, or put him a chance to take the lead. Bases loaded, and there is 2 outs. Again, if there's a runner on third, there would have been a runner home there. So keep that in mind. It would be a 6-4 ball game, but still wouldn't be much of a difference. Blair is swinging away. Blair comes up 5 for 12, 6 runs scored, 4 RBIs, and 3 home runs. He finds Tug McGraw's wheelhouse, which is a 2, against the lefties, 1 to 44. Keep that in mind. McGraw from the stretch, bases loaded. It's a 5. It's a tough 27 against a tough. Oh, base hit for Blair. That could make things way interesting now. 27 versus a lefty. So that automatically moot point. That will score Johnson from third. And Merv Rittman, if he's a 7, he'll come around the score. Rittman's running rating is a 7. He'll score, and it's 6 to 5. Paul Blair cements his chance at probably being an MVP candidate in this series. So Blair with a huge hit scores Johnson, Rittman, Buford has to be at least a 7, if not an 8. So Buford, we'll look at him one more time. Running rating is a 7. He will go all the way to third. No need to look it up. First and third, 2 outs. And the Birds are within a run, 6 to 5. 10 hits for the Orioles. Blair is just having an unreal series in 3 games. Here is Frank Robinson. Robbie, 2 for 4, 2 hits in the game, 4 for 11 in the series. McGraw trying to get out of this one for the Mets. First and third, 2 outs. Mets trying to ink a game. Orioles looking to, as they say, Goliath trying to take a bite out of Davy. Here's the pitch. It's a 7. It's a tough. Tough on a 12. Struck him out, and the Mets hold on. Holy cow. 2 runs. Holy cow. 1. That is 1, 2. 2 runs on 2 hits. A huge error. And they strand 2. The final score as the Mets get game 3 of the series. It is 6 to 5. Let's go over the last bit of information and we'll go ahead and get you out of here. Go over the finales of this series and what is going on. So we'll go ahead and get that going. Give me a second here. So now we'll end game it. The winning pitcher of this game was Gentry. The hold will go to Ryan. And yes, I guess Tim McGraw gets a hard save. Losing pitcher is Palmer. He was in there for all of it. Hall came and pitched well. Lopez came and pitched well. This game is at SHEA Stadium in New York, Game 3. Today is December 29th, 2021. This is the 1969 Retro Replay Payoff Pitch by SidelineStrategyGames.com. As the Mets win Game 3, they will force a game number 4. So let's try to look at that too before we continue. Game number 4 will be coming up. Well, we'll see what happens. Maybe again tonight. But it will be Tom Seaver coming back from Game 1. And again, he will be taking on in Game 4. Does he get another opportunity at Cuellar in 4? Does Cuellar come back literally in short rest, 12, 13, 14? Does Cuellar come off 3 days rest? Or do they go with someone else and the Mets trying to get back in this game? So again, we'll take a look at that real quick. Mets won that game 2-1 in Game 4. Remember, this goes past Game 5. It'll be my own lineups, my own rotation. The Mets won the actual World Series 4-1. So now they trail 2-1 in this series. So let's wait for that to boot back up. Let's take a look at the box score for this series here. And let's take a look at it real quick and see if anything that jumps out at you. So far in the line score of this series as it's ready to pop up, hopefully. Give me 1 second here as we're waiting for that to do that. Mets win 6-5. Baltimore scored a run in the first. Mets scored a run in the second, and the Orioles came back with runs in the third, runs in the fourth, led 3-1. The Mets scored a run in the fourth, make it 3-2, and then the Mets scored 2 in the fifth to lead 4-3, and then got 2 more in the seventh, led 6-3, but the Orioles came back with 2 in the ninth, but Frank Robinson was retired with runners at first and third. So the final line score, the Mets 6 runs on 8 hits and 2 errors. The Orioles 5 runs on 10 hits and 1 error. Fielding errors by Johnson, Harrelson, Kranepool. The Orioles left 7 on Bates. The Mets left 7. Doubles by Shamsky. Triples by Boswell. Homers, Blair his third. Hendricks his first. Agee his first. RBIs, Paul Blair, 3 RBIs, now has 6. Hendricks has 1. Powell 1. Agee 1. Clendenin 4. Grody 1. Kranepool has 2 for 2. Shamsky 1. And again, Blair grounded into double play, so did Johnson. Winning pitcher is Gary Gentry, went 7 innings. Losing pitcher was Jim Palmer. Mets win 6-5 and now trail 2-1 as we head to Game 4. Let's see if this one finally came up. We can look at some rotations here. Mike Cuellar did come back on 3 days rest and did actually go 7 innings in that game. So Cuellar will come back and pitch against Seaver. Once again, this did go extra innings, and Seaver went all 10 innings, gave up 6 hits, 1 run earned. That is being Tom terrific. So, folks, thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. What a ball game. It was a doozy. We thank everybody. Please come in and watch the game. Hit like, subscribe, do what you need to, and please come back for more of the 1969 World Series, as it is now the Baltimore Orioles 2 and the Mets 1 as we head to Game 4.